Hello everyone, we just wanted to share some thoughts about our recent trip, just to help you and show you things that we've learnt along the way. One thing we've learnt is that particularly in the bigger cities like Townsville and Cairns, even with Google Maps on my phone, it's so easy to get lost. And that was probably the only time that we had fights.
Oh yeah, we had some interesting discussions.
Was trying to find our way around. So next year, before we go anywhere, we're definitely going to buy a, what is it called?
GPS.
A GPS.
Yeah, GPS, that's the way to go.
So that's one thing you definitely need. Google Maps is good, but it certainly doesn't get you where you want to go always. The other thing that I changed from this year to last year was last year I pre-booked everything along the way as far as accommodation. This year we decided, I think we booked the first 3 nights or 4 nights, then we winged it from there on, and we found that caravan parks were good. Quite often we would go to the local information place and just say, can you suggest somewhere? And they would tell us, or we'd just drive around and find somewhere that looked nice. We found the cabins in the caravan parks all had en-suites. Most of them had tea and coffee making facilities and toasters. Some had microwaves and some even had stove facilities. So that was handy for making meals and breakfasts and things like that.
That's true, because you don't have to go to a restaurant every night and every day and every morning for breakfast or dinner and spend lots of money. I mean, sometimes we just had toast, jam, cup of coffee. Sometimes we just had baked beans. You can make it as cheap as you want for food and save that money then for petrol and other things that you want to do.
Most of the caravan cabins were around $95 to $110 a night, which fitted within our budget.
So. Some were like 150.
Yeah, but most were within that price range.
Yeah.
And they all had en-suites, which suited me fine as we got old. As I'm getting older, that's something that I particularly want in my travels, and so that worked out well. Some of them were on the beach. So yes, we were very impressed with the caravan parks. One thing we found too was that if you're travelling in a camper van or a caravan, that this year particularly all of those places were full, and different people told us that some caravan owners were actually upgrading to a cabin because they couldn't get anywhere to put their caravan.
Yeah, that's true. It was crazy busy. Even I was thinking, why is it so busy? Because of COVID lockdowns, we don't have Victorians, we don't have New South Wales people, and yet all the caravan parks were just absolutely full of caravans, because it's the winter time. It's the best time to travel to Cairns, to go north. But a lot of the people had already been on the road for months and months and months at a time. In Mission Beach, we were told that some people actually book ahead and stay there for 6 months of the year in one place, which is, I think, crazy, because I couldn't sit still that long.
True. You couldn't. Paranella Park cabin was beautiful, but it didn't have an ensuite, but it was only a short walk to the toilet and showers, and they were very clean and easy to use, so that was fine. One thing I found this time too is that a lot of the pubs don't have en-suites, but the one that we stayed in at Tully did. It was very clean, and the food there was great.
Good pub food.
The other place we stayed was a motel in Cairns, and we were told it was in a bit of a rough area of town, but it was perfect. We were quite happy there, no issues. We actually stayed there 4 nights, and they had a Chinese restaurant attached to the motel. So we ate there one night, so that was really nice. So apart from the directions, everywhere we stayed was great. We didn't have a bad night in any of our places that we stayed, did we?
No, not really. No, it was good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I mean, we were trying to stay to a budget, and it was costing us, I guess you could average it around like $200 a day, which sounds an awful lot of money to us. Because when we go overseas, man, it's so cheap overseas, but Australia is so expensive. So one thing to consider in all of your trips and journeys is just, how much money have you got and how much money do you want to spend. So even though we were very tight with our money at times, we did have a few little luxuries here and there. Did some tourist things, which always cost some money, don't they?
True.
But they're worth doing and wonderful to do. But it was around $200 roughly for the trip for each day. And we were away for 19 days, travelled 5,000 kilometres. And one thing, if you want to go on a holiday, just do it. You don't have to have a caravan.
No.
You don't have to have a mobile home. We did it in the micro. And I think it was probably cost effective, and I think towing a big caravan or driving a motorhome with expensive petrol, it wouldn't be much difference. The only real saving, really, I think, for camper vans and things like that is free camping. And if you can free camp, you really save money. And if you eat baked beans on toast and have instant coffee and don't have ice creams and spoil yourself, you can live very cheaply. So there are options.
Yeah, one thing we did this year that was a bit different is we would go to Woolies or Coles and buy a pre-packed salad, a garden salad or what was the other one we used to buy?
Well, any kinds of salad.
Any sort of salad, and just buy some bread rolls and a bit of meat and chuck that on a salad roll. The salad is for 2, so quite a cheap meal and quite healthy and nice. So we learnt to improvise a bit with food and just to have something nice but that we didn't have to eat out every night.
And the beauty of this trip for this year was because we've gone in winter time. As you travel north in summer, you can't swim in the sea. There's all these jellyfish that sting you. There's mosquitoes that eat you alive. There's crocodiles and snakes. And really, if you get up far north, it's full tropical. That means it's going to be like the Amazon jungle with humidity and rain and high temperatures. Even in the night time, the temperature stays quite high in the summertime. So this time of year, June, July, August, it's the perfect time to go. The water temperature's cold, so you won't enjoy swimming. But if you're brave, you can. And if you're going snorkeling, the water is very clear this time of year. So yeah, we had some amazing places to visit, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We saw some beautiful things, and you've seen some of them on the YouTube. We haven't put them all there. And we didn't stop at every place because it was impossible. But yeah, my advice to you is if you're thinking about it, work out how you want to travel, which form of travelling you're going to do, have a budget, and then just get out and do it. It's just so wonderful. And the longer you're on the road, you do actually start to relax down.
For sure.
It took me a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was just, every day, I was doing stuff, racing around, doing bushwalks, taking photographs. Kerry would collapse in bed for a day and I'll be everywhere. But that's good, it suits me, and I want to do that while I can. But if I had a camper van, we would stop everywhere. And we would go to all the little in and out places and explore and really take some time. I'd like to do like 3 months, the same trip. Anyway, that's another future project. And next year we hope to go again. Already thinking about plans. So you have to keep watching my YouTube channel. And the reason we're doing this is in Australia is because we can't go overseas at the moment. Because of COVID, it's locked us down. Normally we're away every year in Ukraine, and in Belarus, and we're doing missionary work over there. And because of lockdown, we've not had the opportunity to go, so we've made the best of this opportunity, and it's been really good, hasn't it? I mean, this is our second holiday in 20 years, and we've just been so blessed and enjoyed the refreshing of actually taking some time out for ourselves and just doing some things for ourselves. So I trust that you have enjoyed the videos. Keep watching them, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
Anything else you want to say?
I was just going to say, I am amazed at how beautiful Queensland is. The things that we've seen, the things that we've experienced. So I just want to encourage you, if any way you can, if you've got the time and the opportunity, get out and explore our beautiful land, west or on the coast. It's incredible.
North, west, southeast.
Yeah, we've got an amazing land, and the animals that we've seen, the bird life that we've seen, it truly is amazing. So please consider a trip in Queensland and get out there and do it.
Yep, and of course after Queensland, we've got the rest of Australia. A big thing to explore, but hopefully we'll have the time to do it.
Okay, bye.